Hi there, I'm Janeen and I'm from Club MojoCircle, and I'm really glad you can join us for our learning circle for today, which is on creating positive goals, especially for lockdown, which a lot of us are in right now. But it also applies to creating any goals in life and business as well. So I hope you enjoy our presentation. Stay around till the end because we'll have a really great meditation where we focus on creating these goals for ourselves and creating our emotional attachment to them so that we manifest them with the law of attraction. And so I'll see you in a second when I get it all set up. Here we are, ready to go. Let's talk about creating positive goals for life and particularly for lockdown today. And so, okay, let's jump into it. I like this. Setting new goals can only take you higher. Absolutely. Because when we set a goal, we're always striving to achieve more. We're striving to do more, to be better, to improve ourselves. That's what goals are all about. And we can apply the same thing in business, but today I'm talking more about personal goals, but it's the same in business. We set goals in business so that we know what we want to achieve, so that we know what we're going to work on, what we're going to focus on. So why do we need goals? What is the benefit of having goals in our life? Because lots of people, they go through life without having any goals and they just trundle along. But really, what do they achieve? Would you put them down as the high achievers? Mostly not. Because it's the high achievers always have goals. They're always reaching for something. They're always trying to improve, achieve, and accomplish. So why we need goals is because setting goals is an example, it's an exercise to start with in determining what you want in life. Yeah, before you can even set your goal, you've got to think about, well, what do I want? What do I want to be? What do I want to do? What do I want to have? These are all good questions. And, until you can answer those questions, you can't set goals. So first step is determining what you want to be, do, and have in life, and then set a goal around it. Then goals help us focus on what's important because we've already decided that's what we want in life. So once we've set our goal, that gives us the focus to go, right, that's what I'm going to focus on achieving. They give us something to aim for. They also help us stay motivated and stop procrastinating. Because as long as we've got that goal there, we go like, oh yeah, I'm going to achieve this. I'm going to achieve this. So we won't go, and if we've got a goal and we've got a date, it's like, oh, I have to achieve it by a certain date. I have to achieve it by the end of the month, by the end of the year, whatever it might be. And so it keeps us focused on and keeps us motivated so that we don't have time for procrastination. No need for procrastination. Just send it away. Obviously, we achieve more with goals. And the other interesting part of goals is that they make you accountable to yourself. So what do I mean by that? It means that you've got a measure of yourself, you've got a measure of your performance and what you're doing. And so then you're asking yourself, wow, how well am I going towards my goal? Am I going to achieve my goal? Am I going making the right level of progress? And it's easier for you to go, yes, I am. Good job. Or, oh no, you're not doing so well. I think you'd better put a bit more harder work in. You've gone a bit astray. You've gone a bit off target here. Come on, back in. Let's focus back on this goal. And the other great thing is that you feel so good and proud of yourself when you reach the goal. And I'm talking about goals in anything at all. anything at all. And it's just such that feeling like, yeah, I did it. Proud me. So, and okay, so when we're thinking about what we should have as goals, as this says, you have to set goals that are almost out of reach, not totally out of reach, but just that, when you reach for it, it's just a bit further because you need to put in effort. You need to have a goal that makes you want to put in effort. So if you set a goal that's attainable without much work or thought or effort, like my goal is to watch TV every night, which is what I do after I finish work. Well, it's not much of a goal. You're not going to actually achieve anything with that. So, and what happens if we set goals that are easily attainable, then what we get stuck with is the end is an achievement that is way below our true talent and potential. Because our true talent and potential is beyond what we think we can achieve. We can always achieve more than what we really think we can. And once we believe that, then we start achieving fantastic goals. A really good step to achieving your goal is to break them down into objectives. And objectives are like the steps or the milestones that help you identify if you are achieving your goal, if you are on target. So we break it down into, okay, to achieve this goal out here, I need to do this step 1 and then that step 2 and that step 3, or I might need to do this step 1, 2, and then this step 3 along the whole lot. I'll give you an example later, and just in case that's not making sense to you. And every objective we set helps take us closer to our goal. That's the whole purpose of the objective. And objectives also make it easier for us to focus on exactly what we need to do. So we've got the goal is like the umbrella, the objective is like each of the spokes, so that we focus on, we go, okay, well, what really does that mean? How do I achieve that? And they just help us. They help keep us in focus. They help keep us on target. And it's really important because sometimes, goals, especially that are a stretch goal, they can be a bit they can be a bit overwhelming. We go, oh my God, I set that goal and I was just being so ambitious. And now it just feels like too much because there's just too much to do and too many different things and I just can't cope. Well, break it down to objectives. That helps us cope. Remember that, that saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Well, that's a really good framework to apply to life. Sort of when we have so much to do, what do we focus on? Just one step at a time. Now keep looking, what is the one next step you need to do to get towards your goal, and do that step. And then go, what's the next step I need to do, and do that step. And if you do tend to get into overwhelm quite easily and anxiety, just remember the one next step. What is my one next step? And follow that. So let's have a look at, we need to have SMART objectives. And what is a SMART objective? You may well have heard of this before. It's a very common acronym to use when we're setting goals and objectives and strategies and achieving plans. So it's very, very much part of the planning process. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So we need to set objectives that are SMART, that are all of these things. And in the specific, what that means is I'm going to specify exactly what I will accomplish, including the target I'm going to reach and what I need to do. So it's not going to be, like a broad thing like, uh, I want to lose weight. That might be okay if we start as the goal, as I want to lose weight, but our objective needs to be a lot more specific. Measurable. We need to know, how do we measure our achievement and our performance and our progress, and set a target in that measure so that we know when we actually reach the target. I mean, if we don't have a measurable target to aim for, we're never going to know when we actually get there or not. So we'll never get that sense of achievement of, yes, I did it. So we need to have something, a measurable target in our objective. Achievable means that it's a stretch. As I said before with our goals, it's a stretch, but I know I can do it. I just know it's going to be a little bit hard and I'll have to put in a bit of effort to do that. Maybe a bit of discipline. But yes, I can get there. So we wouldn't set, if we were talking about losing weight, we would put in a measure of, okay, I want to lose 5 kilos, 10 kilos. Let's go with 10 kilos. It's a nice round number. And I would like to lose 10 kilos. That's actually true. So we're measuring it by the number of kilos we've lost. We've set the target, 10 kilos we want to lose. Or we might say, no, I want to get down to 70 kilos or whatever the weight is that you want to target. I know it's achievable, and I could lose 10 kilos I could lose 10 kilos in 3 months. I should be able to lose that quite easily. Maybe even in 2 months if I put in a concerted effort. So to stretch, it would take a concerted effort, but it's there. I can do it. The next one is realistic, and I also like the word relevant here. So it needs to be relevant to our life, relevant to our goals, relevant to what we want to achieve overall, to our purpose. And realistic, meaning that it relates to, the reality that we're in, and it's something that is achievable. So that's, it's realistic, meaning we can apply it to our life. And then the last one is time bound. So we need to put in a date, a specific date that we want to reach the target by. Because if we don't, if I just said, oh, I want to lose 10 kilos, when? Like over the next month, 3 months, 6 months, year? How will you know when you get there? Oh, because I'll have lost 10 kilos. But when will you measure that you've lost 10 kilos? Oh, I don't know. I'll set a date. I'll set a date that I'm going to lose 10 kilos by. And that's how we create a SMART objective. So let's look at an example of that. Okay, my goal. I will get fit and healthy while in lockdown. I'm bringing this back down to lockdown here. And at the moment, we've just gone into lockdown in France, and we've been told we have lockdown for the next month until the 1st of December. But there's a few people think that might go on a bit longer. But let's just focus on what are some goals that we can create for the next month. While we're in lockdown, we're at home, we've probably got a bit more time. What are we doing? So mine is, I will get fit and healthy whilst in lockdown. So before the 1st of December. My objective. So I've got one objective. I've split this into 2 objectives, one based on exercise, one based on food. So I'm going to start walking. I think I should be able to start with 2 kilometers every day in the next week. So week 1 will be 2 kilometers each day. Then I'm going to increase it by a kilometre each week. So in week 2, I'm going to walk 3 kilometres. In week 3, I'm going to walk 4 kilometres. And in by week 4, I'm going to be up to 5 kilometres. And that's my goal, to walk 5 kilometres every day by the end of November. So we've got a measurement, is the number of kilometres that we're walking each day. We've got a date as to when we want to get to the 5 kilometre goal by. We're specific because it's walking. I've chosen the exercise I want to do. So it meets the objectives. It's smart. It's achievable. I know that's achievable. Yeah, absolutely. And because I believe I can do it. So objective 2, I will eat a balanced, healthy diet with no bread, cheese, or sugar. Now, this is where the challenge comes in for me. I live in France. Bread, cheese, pastries, wine, sugar, I love them. I really do. But, well, my body doesn't, sort of loves them because it likes to keep everything in and just keep adding it to my body. But I don't like that. So I have to make a sacrifice to be able to lose weight. And I know I need to cut out bread, cheese, and wine and sugars, most sugars. So that's going to be my healthy diet. And I will add in, I ran out of space here, but, I would also put that I'm going to eat, more vegetables and, put some ideas of meals and come up with a diet. So yes, I'm going to do that until the 30th of November as well. So there we have an example of a goal with 2 objectives. And of course, I've already talked about, especially with the diet, I've already talked about, there's things below that objective as well. I talked about getting a diet plan together, getting some recipes. I'd have to go out and buy the foods, that I want, without getting the baguette, without getting the bottle of wine. Oh, chocolate? Yeah, dark chocolate's allowed. That's okay because there's not a lot of sugar in it and it's good for you. Remember that. So below our objectives, there's another step. So I've written my good objectives. What now? Okay, what's next? It's to create an action plan. So we want to go one step further down in the objectives and we write up an action plan. So my action plan could be, my first step would be to find a good diet plan that is based on my healthy eating that I want to do. So I would put in, okay, I want to find that by tomorrow. And so I'd put in that, find a good diet plan, target date tomorrow. The next one would be make up a shopping list and go shopping. And I'd put that in by the next day. And then I would make some meals because I tend to work late at night. And by the time I get to sort of 7 p.m. and finish working, I don't feel like cooking. So I need to build in time for me to cook some things in advance that I can just heat up. Now, obviously, this all depends on, what you put here depends on what you're doing and what works for you. Because it's really important to create a plan that works for you. So we've got our goal, overall goal. We've got our objectives that help us reach that goal. We've got an action plan so that we know what tasks we need to take and to get that. You might want to add a resources column here and I would put for resources an online diet plan or a list of healthy foods, healthy ingredients. A cook to cook them for me? No. No, maybe. Okay, so you might have, if there's things you have to have, if you're doing an exercise plan, oh, I'm going to start yoga. Well, the resources you might need first could be, I need to get a yoga mat. I also want some of those yoga blocks. So I need to buy those things before I can start. I'm going to do it at home because it's lockdown. So I need to find a good online yoga program that I enjoy. While I'm mentioning this, I really love following Cole Chance, C-O-L-E, Chance yoga. And I love doing her yoga classes. I try to do them at least 3 times a week. I should do them more. We all say that, don't we? Oh, I should do this, I should do that. But goals are not about shoulds. Goals about what we're going to do. So you create your action plan. And the next step is now write it up. You've got to write it up. You've got to put it in writing somewhere that you can review it, that you can action it, and then write in what are your completion dates that you finished the tasks, and what you're going to do. So you've got some information now. I'm going to suggest to you that you actually put this video on hold for as long as you need. Take out some pencil and paper and start, or your computer, and type it in. You can do that too. And start typing up your goal. So let's create a goal for lockdown. What is it that you really want to be, do, or have over the next month? So take a moment. I'm not going to hold the video up, but pause it, have a think, write down those things. Now, tick or highlight the ones that are the most important to you. What excites you the most? What makes you, what motivates you to really do it? It's like, yeah, I really want to do that. So, okay, create a goal out of that. Okay, once you've done that, then work out, well, what are your objectives? How do you break that down into steps? What do you need to achieve to be able to reach that goal? So now put it on pause and take a few moments to work out what your objectives would be. And then once you've written your objectives, make sure they're smart. Go back, let's have a quick look at the SMART slide. And so are they smart? Are they specific? Do you know exactly what you need to do? How are you going to measure it? What's your target? You know you can do it. It's a stretch, but you can do it. You sure? Okay. And it's relevant to your goal and your life. Great. And the date, well, if we're going for lockdown, we're going for the end of November. So good. And if they're not smart, then take a moment now to make sure they're smart. Build in what you need to do. And then write your action plan. So at the very least, this is the most simple action plan you can get. Write down what actions you need to take for each objective, what date you need to have finished those tasks by, and then, have that in your extra column, what date you actually complete it by, because this is how you build in the accountability for yourself. What are you actually doing with that? And voila, there you have it. And you are soon to reach your goals. Yay! You've done the first step. Now, as Nike says, just do it. So I'm going to take you into a guided meditation now, where we will focus on those goals. Maybe if you haven't created your goals and objectives yet, they might come to you in this meditation. So take a moment, get comfortable wherever you're seated, or if you want, lay down, whatever it is, make sure you're comfortable and close your eyes. And the first step is just to relax. So we'll focus on breathing. So breathe in. Take another big, deep breath in and out with a sigh. And one more, a big, long breath. Make sure you're pushing your belly out and not just breathing into the top of your chest. So breathe right into your belly and out. Okay, now we're going to do a scan on our body. We'll start at the head. And what we want to identify is we just want to relax everything. And if there's something that's not relaxed, then we want to relax it. So think about the back of your head, because we often hold stress there. Does it feel tight? Do you have a tightness at the back of your head or around your head or in your forehead? Then just breathe air into it. Breathe some energy into that space and say, it's okay. You can relax now. And now to your eyes. Maybe give them a little flicker. Maybe open them slightly, look out and close them again. And just relax your eyes. And your face. Move your jaw around, go, oh yeah. And relax your jaw. Maybe take a bit of a yawn. And relax. And now your neck. We hold so much tension in our neck. Move your head around a little bit and just breathe air into your neck and relax it. Now we come down to our shoulders, jiggle them from side to side, move them, shrug them forward and back and relax them. Now go down our arms, sort of shake your arms a little bit and down to your hands. Wiggle your fingers and breathe the air into your arms and your hands and just relax them in whatever position is most comfortable. And back up our arms to our chest. Breathe in into our chest and just relax. And down to our abdomen. Breathe air into our abdomen. We often hold tightness in the muscles there. So consciously relax your muscles. And same for your buttocks. Give your buttocks a bit of a squeeze and release, squeeze and release. And relax. Into your thighs. To give them a bit of a jiggle. Down to your calf. Stretch your feet so that you're out, so that your calves stretch. Do that a couple of times and down to your feet. Wiggle your toes. And now you are relaxed and ready to flow in the meditation. The first thing we're going to do is to connect to source energy. So we'll do that by opening up our chakras. We start with our base chakra, which is down at the bottom of our pelvic region. And just imagine that opening up. The bit I like imagining it's a lotus flower. And so just imagine it opening up like a lotus flower or water lily on the pond, opening up as the sun comes up. It's our base chakra. And then we have our mental chakra, which is just below our belly button. So imagine that opening up as well. And then up to our emotional chakra at the bottom of our diaphragm, in our upper abdomen. So open that one up as well. And then up to our heart chakra. And imagine your heart opening. It's opening up to beautiful source. So from our heart, we go to our throat chakra. Open that one up. And our third eye chakra in our forehead, the middle of our forehead. Is that open now? And now to the top of our head. And so open this chakra. This is your purple chakra. Open this up because above your head is a beautiful white light. And this white light is shining down through all of your chakras, from the top of your head to the base. And it's sending light in through your body. And now that light is coursing around your body. It's going through your whole torso, down your arms to your fingers. Can you see it? Can you see the white light flowing like a little stream throughout your body? Down your torso, down your legs, down your feet. And now it's going into the ground. And in the ground, it's creating roots, really strong, grounding roots that are also very healing. And so it's increased in strength from the roots in the earth. And it's coming back up through your body, through your legs, through your torso, and it's surrounding your heart for whatever healing you need. And it's making your heart glow. And then up to your throat, it's opening it up so that you can say whatever you need to say. Your third eye to open up your intuition so that the messages can come to you. And the top of your head chakra, and for the messages that are coming from source. So take a moment to just sit with that. You're relaxed. You've got source energy flowing through you brightly. And just focus on your goals. What are the goals you want to achieve? What's coming to you? What do you want to be, have, and do? So focus on that goal or goals. You might want to have 3 goals, not more, because it's too hard to focus on at once. 1 goal is great, and at any one time. And now move on to the objectives. What are the milestones and the stepping stones that you need to achieve to reach that goal? What did you write down before? What's coming to you now? Take a moment to think about this. Think or just let it come from source energy and your intuition. I'll give you another minute to focus on your goals and your objectives. And now it's time to focus on your achievement of these objectives and your goal. You've done it. You've achieved it. You're there. Can you see yourself? Imagine yourself. You've done it at the end. You're like celebrating. Yes. Think about, how do you feel? What's your feeling in relation to achieving this goal? How good do you feel? Is it like excitement? Is it like pride and a sense of achievement? Is it something to do with how you look? Can you visualize how you're going to look when you've achieved this goal? So attach your emotion to the achievement of this goal, because that's going to help you achieve it. Just feel how good it feels to have done it. It's like, yes, I've done it. Oh my God, that's so good. I am so proud of myself. Feel that feeling. And remember this feeling, because any time that you feel like that you are procrastinating, you're straying from your goal, you're losing motivation, I want you to come back to this space. Come back to this feeling of achieving your goal. See where you are, see how you look, and feel how happy you are for achieving it. And that will help keep you motivated anytime. Just remember it. You're here, you're in your place, and you are feeling great. You're just so happy with yourself. And now we're going to bring the meditation to a close. So feel that white light, and it's associated with those fabulous feelings. And you can call in that white light anytime you like. That will help you remember those feelings. Feel that coursing through your body again, going around your heart, up through your crown chakra, and connecting with source energy again. So you are now connected with source energy, and you are on your way to achieving your goals. So bring yourself back into your home or the building you're in, and bring yourself back into the room that you're in, and the chair or the floor, whatever it is you're sitting or laying on. Feel that beneath you. Feel it supporting you, and bring yourself back into your body. Feel yourself, give yourself a little, move around. Feel your body again. Yes, it's yours. It feels good. Move your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Great. It's great to have you back. So was that good? Did you enjoy it? Just remember the white light and how good you feel when you've achieved that goal. Take a moment now to write down anything extra that you had as far as your goal and objectives go, and any actions that came to you in that meditation. Take a moment to write them down while they're still fresh in your mind. And then go for it. Go and make your goals, go and set your goals, create your tasks, and just do it. And I'd love to hear how you go. So, please put a comment below, let us know what your goal is, and then come back and let us know if you've achieved, when you've achieved it. No if around that. Let us know when you achieved it and how good you felt. And do subscribe. I'd love to, subscribe so that you can see the next lot of videos that we bring out. They're all about personal development and achieving stuff in our life that we want to achieve, that our soul is telling us to achieve. And I'd love to have you there. And of course, you can contact me as well anytime if you'd like some coaching. Happy to give you coaching in, setting goals, achieving goals, following them up, finding your passion and your purpose, and just creating the life you really want to live. So thanks so much for staying till the end. It's great to have you here, and I will see you next time.